Volunteerism and You, A World of Opportunities by Gary Miller. Introduction. On August 29, 2005, Hurricane Katrina made landfall in southeast Louisiana. Packing 125-mile-per-hour winds and torrential rains, it swept across the landscape. Rivers, lakes, and streams overflowed, flooding cities and towns. A 28-foot storm surge, or wall of water, rolled ashore. It overran the land for many miles before receding. Over 1,800 people lost their lives in Katrina's high winds and raging floodwaters. The storm demolished thousands of houses, schools, and businesses. It filled communities with debris and polluted water systems. Katrina's survivors needed aid. Kathleen Blanco, Louisiana's governor, asked the federal government for help. Both the Federal Emergency Management Agency, or FEMA, and the National Guard responded. Along with these federally run organizations, a tide of helpers arrived from all over the country. Who were they? They were volunteers. Volunteers are people who work without pay. They put their time and skills to use serving others. Volunteers work for international organizations, for national groups, for programs set up by churches or synagogues, or on their own. Content not to be paid, their reward is the knowledge that they have helped a community in need. Read Volunteerism and You to find out about various volunteer organizations. You'll learn how you can make a difference volunteering. Chapter 1. Volunteers and What They Do. Volunteers can meet many needs. This was proved definitively after Hurricane Katrina. Volunteers from across the country streamed into New Orleans and the Gulf Coast region in the storm's aftermath to aid survivors. These volunteers faced a serious challenge. Many residents of New Orleans and the Gulf Coast had lost everything they owned. People throughout the area needed food, water, and shelter. Many were injured and needed medical attention. As government workers rushed to the scene, they quickly became overwhelmed. The situation was worse than anything they had seen before. They knew that they would need thousands of volunteers to rebuild what Katrina had destroyed. In the wake of Katrina, Americans witnessed a barrage of media coverage devoted to the storm. TV screens were filled with images of destruction caused by the hurricane. Harrowing tales from the storm survivors filled newspapers and websites. Many viewers and readers felt sympathy for those who had been struck by disaster. Some made decisions that would change their lives. They decided to head to the Gulf Coast region to help out as volunteers. The volunteers helped storm victims in many ways. Volunteer truck drivers brought in supplies of food, water, clothing, and medicine. Those supplies were delivered to storm victims by other volunteer workers. Volunteer doctors and nurses provided medical care. Finally, volunteer construction workers helped clean up rubble and begin the process of rebuilding. Hurricane Katrina affected people of all ages. Its victims came from many social, cultural, and economic backgrounds. Hurricane Katrina volunteers also came from diverse backgrounds. They came from the East Coast, the South, the Midwest, the Southwest, and the West Coast. College students, middle-aged adults, and retirees all volunteered. They shared one goal: to provide free help to people who needed it. Look around your school. Chances are that you will find people volunteering. Many schools depend on volunteers to coach sports, tutor students, and chaperone field trips. If you participate in a school play, join an after-school club, or travel with your classmates to a local museum, you have probably met some volunteers. Volunteers fill useful jobs outside schools as well. For example, you might find volunteers organizing litter pickup days or pulling weeds from a pond. Or you might find volunteer groups working to educate citizens about recycling, organic gardening, or conserving fuel. There are dozens of environmental causes that you can volunteer for. Your local hospital is another place you might find volunteers. Hospital volunteers might work in the gift shop or perform clerical and administrative tasks. They might transport items for different hospital departments.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?